Good morning, everyone. It's Amanda Roberts, and today symbolizes a lot of things. It's day 2 of my 100-day challenge to do a live every day for 100 days. It is day 2. Oh my goodness, I miscounted. It's day 3 of week 2 of my F45 weight loss challenge, and it's day 17 of 21 for my Unstoppable Influencer challenge. Now, my Unstoppable Influencer challenge is where I was in that group challenge to do 100 lives in 100 days. They don't require that. So if you've been thinking, hey, I might want to do that Unstoppable Influencer challenge with Amanda, I will tell you right now, it's a bonus. Like, nobody's required to do that. This morning, I have a couple of things really kind of funny to share with all of you, but also the nitty-gritty. So last night, I rarely watch TV. I'm big on personal development, and I just have become that person that rarely watches TV. I have Netflix and I have Amazon Prime, but my kids mainly watch TV. Good morning, Miss Shelley. I have been so uber focused on me, and I think that my distractions tend to be, talking with friends or texting or whatever, as opposed to watching TV. But last night I just sat there and I had a moment of peace, and I thought, I'm gonna see if there's anything on. And I don't know why, and you can tell me if you've seen this, but I happened to select the movie The Ugly Truth. Now, I only watched 20 minutes of it because all of a sudden I got tired. But I have this overwhelming sense that I'm supposed to watch this movie, right? And maybe I'm only supposed to watch those 20 minutes. And here's why I know I was supposed to watch that movie. Because through this challenge, there was a training, and some people may think it's woo-woo or whatever, but there are signs or God winks or, whatever your belief system is, there are things that populate or appear, and they are very obvious, and you know that there is a reason for them being there. For me, mine has been very big, like, if I find coins, or if I'm walking and there's a feather, or if I'm somewhere and there's suddenly like a feather coming out of my clothes and I don't have anything that has feathers in it, or those are, for me, are signs. Like, they're little baby miracles letting me know I'm in the right direction or there's a purpose. The reason I tell you this is I have for a very long time known that I have these baby miracles, tiny miracles happening, right? So I go to watch this movie, The Ugly Truth, and I only watch it for 20 minutes, you guys. And in that 20 minutes, first of all, it's a news station in Sacramento, California. You guys, I lived until I was 18 years old when I went off to college, or in Sacramento, California. I lived there. And then there's this lady, the anchor, Katherine Heigl, who she's going on dates. And it's taking me right now to realize maybe this is the purpose. This chick would do background checks. Now, I've never done a background check on somebody before I went on a date. Actually, I've never done a background check on anybody. But I'm here to tell you, she did a background check before she went on this date. She printed out the guy's profile, and she goes to dinner, and she gets there, and she tells the receptionist, I'm looking for a guy. He's about 5'9", really great jawbone, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that doesn't really serve a purpose, but here's the reason that I'm sharing this. Obviously, she sits down, and the guy orders bottled still water. And she goes into this thing. Essentially, this date was a cluster. This date, because in her mind, she has this, opinion that somebody has to check every box and be this perfect person in her image, exactly what she thinks somebody else is supposed to be in order for her to be happy, right? I mean, essentially that's what it is. So she goes home this night after this really crappy date, and she turns on this show, and it's this show of this guy that's kind of rough around the edges, so to speak, and extremely inappropriate. And you're like, who? She's thinking like, how did this guy get on TV? Well, she's the producer for this news station, and he's like the ugly truth, and it's a lot about dating and what guys really want. And blah, blah, blah. Well, she calls in the next day. Her boss had hired him because their ratings were in the tank. Well, in going over this guy's statistics, that guy in the movie, mind you, Sacramento news station, the guy in the movie, he went to San Jose State. You guys, I knew in that instance, about 12 minutes in, that there was a purpose for me watching that movie, even if it was just that 20 minutes. Because I'm from Sacramento. I went to San Jose State. And some people may assume or presume that, oh gosh, that's just coincidental. Just like I said, your belief system doesn't have to be my belief system. I believe that those are signs and there's a reason. For me, I recognized in that instance, in those 20 minutes of watching that movie, that she needed to work on her. She was trying to change everybody else around her to meet her cookie cutter expectations of how she presumed and believed that other people should be and what they should be in order to be with her. Well, one of the biggest takeaways for me in this day 17 of 21 of this Unstoppable Influencer Challenge is the need for approval. And I'm a recovering approval addict. If I feel good in an outfit, what good does it do to ask other people's opinion? If I know or feel like, dang, I kind of look good in this top and jeans or this dress, sending it to other people for other people's opinion, what does that serve? I want to go to this class. I want to do this Unstoppable Influencer Challenge. I want to, join F45. I want whatever you want to do. I want long nails instead of short nails. Whatever you want to do, why does someone else's opinion matter? Doesn't. And yesterday in our training, the one thing that she talked about, you guys, was people that say things like, I only am telling you this because I love you. Or I'm telling, those people that come to you and say, I know you're not going to like this, but if somebody has to say or give a preface to what they're about to tell you, it's probably not any good. It's probably not from a true place of love, kindness, and a good place that they're truly even thinking about. And a lot of people do that without just going through the motions. It's not even in their thoughts. It's a lot of how we're raised. It's something that me, as a recovering people pleaser, as a recovering approval addict, that's what I talked about yesterday. My need and feeling like, oh gosh, somebody said to me, oh, your live shouldn't be more than 5 minutes. Well, I felt like it was placed on my heart to cut them off at 10. But other people were in my ear. So I kept trying to rush. But I knew that I had more to get across for the person that was actually supposed to watch my video. My videos may not be your cup of tea. That may be the juiciest peach, but you may hate peaches. Not everybody needs to hear every one of my lives. There's an audience, I have followers, and there's somebody that needs to hear exactly what I need to say. So this morning, if you're struggling with constant need for approval to function in your day-to-day life, let it go. do you. And in that process, I promise you, it is so freeing. And these 17 days letting go of the constant need for approval from everybody else and to please everybody else, and that my goals and dreams and desires no longer have to be for everyone else, because I was that person that set goals based on what others thought I should do, maybe not what I wanted. And I'm here to tell you that today you get to do you. And I'm going to preach it until the next challenge starts on June 3rd, because if you think for one instance, based on yesterday's video or today's video, or you have that overwhelming sense like, hey, I need to look into this Unstoppable Influencer Challenge, ask me, message me, because I'm telling you the next one starts June 3rd, and it has changed my life. And I have a lot of crap. So I'm doing the next one June 3rd. So do it with me. With that, you guys, I'm going to head off to the gym. I love you all so much. And I know that God has a purpose for this message, and somebody today needed to hear it. Have a great day, you guys. Bye-bye.